Welcome, guys. Now, there is a particular strategy I want to review to you now. This is a profitable strategy that I've been making use of it. Now, two indicators is what we need. We need what? Only two indicators, moving average and what? Stochastic oscillator. That is the only two indicators you need. Now, this particular strategy is not limited to a particular market. You can make use of it on any particular market. Do you understand? Now, there are conditions. There are what? Conditions. Now, let me show you how to make use of this particular strategy. But first of all, let me show you the settings. Pay attention. Let me show you the settings before we go deep into how this particular strategy works. Do you understand? Now, let me show you the settings. Screenshot it or you write it down. Screenshot it or you write it down. Do you understand? So, this is the settings for this particular. Moving average is 100. Moving average, the period is what? 100. Shift is 0. Methods apply to close. Do you understand? So that is for moving average. That is for what? Moving average. Now the second indicator is stochastic oscillator. Now these are the settings. These are what? The settings. The period is 5. That's K period. D period is 3 and the slowing is what? 3. Then price field. This is what? The price field. Low high. Method simple. Now the level. The level is what? 28. Do you understand? So that is all about stochastic oscillator. Now, this is how the strategy works. Pay attention. This particular strategy is very, very profitable. This is how the strategy works. But before that, this particular strategy, you make use of 1:3 risk reward ratio. You make what? 1:3 risk to reward ratio. That is what you make use while using this particular strategy. Now, this is how the strategy works. First of all, identify the direction of the market. That is the first thing. Identify the direction of the market, whether the market is bullish or the market is what? Bearish. Now, this is how you identify the direction of what? Of the market. If you look here now, you make use of moving average to identify the direction of what? Of the market. When the candlesticks are below moving average, that is what? Downtrend. That is what? Downtrend. The only thing you will be focusing at this particular point is what? Sell. Where to enter sell signal. Once the candlesticks are below moving average, you only considering sell. Now, on the other hand, whenever the candlesticks are above moving average, all your focus should be on where to enter buy. Do you understand? Where to do what? Where to enter buy. Whenever the candlesticks are above moving average, all your concentration should be on where to enter buy. Do you understand? Like here, the market is above this moving average. So all your effort should be where to make your entry, where to do what? Make your buy entry. Now, this is how to make use of it. So here now we identify that the candlesticks are above moving average. So we should be focusing on where to buy. Now, where to make your entry is from the side of what stochastic indicator. Now, whenever you see that the stochastic oscillator is overbought, is oversold, like in this case, when it is below 20 mark, like here, these are the oversold. Whenever it touches the 20 marks, that is what they oversold. Do you understand? Now, that is the first condition. Now, the second condition is that when it is oversold, the candlestick must be closer to the moving average. Do you understand? The candlestick must be closer to the moving average. In a situation whereby the stochastic oscillator is oversold, that is below 20 mark, and the candlesticks are far away from moving average, that is what a wrong signal. Do you understand? That is what a wrong signal. Do you understand? Just for instance, watch here. Just for instance, watch this particular point. Look here. Here it is oversold here, but when you look at the candlesticks are far away. The candlesticks are what? Far away from this moving average. So this is what a false signal. Do you understand? So the conditions are: 1, in the case of buying, that is when the candlesticks are above moving average. 1 is that it must be oversold. It must be what? Oversold, and the candlesticks will be closer to the what? To the moving average. Now, the essence of this is that the moving average will serve as your stop loss. The moving average will do what? Will serve as a what? Stop loss. From the beginning, I told you that you make use of 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Now, in this case, for instance, let's start from here. In this case, this is oversold here. Here is oversold. Here is oversold, where you need to make your buy entry. Where you need to do what? Make your buy entry, trace it up. That is to say, you need to make your entry. You need to make your entry at this point. You need to make your entry at this point. Now, I told you that using this particular strategy, you make use of 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Now, this is how you make use of it. So here now, your entry is here. Now, the moving average will serve as your stop loss. So here now, let's calculate the pips from here to where the moving average is. Look at it. So you make your entry here. Your stop loss should be where the moving average is. This is your moving average. Now, the pips from where you're supposed to make your entry to the moving average is 0.005. Do you understand? So look at this point. There's something I want to show you here. So here is 0.00345. That is to say, times 3 of this should be 0.009 something. Do you understand? So your stop loss should be here, which is 0.003. Now, your reward, which is your take profit, should be 0.009 something. Look at it. Your take profit should be somewhere here, 0.009. 009 something. Do you understand? So your take profit should be here. Do you understand? So this is what 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Do you understand? So that is it. So let's continue. Let's continue. Now I told you that when the when it is oversold, like here it is oversold, but here the candlesticks are far away from the moving average, so we don't take this particular trade. So move to the next. Here the candlesticks are closer to the moving average, so we make our trades here. We make our trades here. So watch it closely. Watch it closely. Let me illustrate. Look at this. It is oversold here. Are you seeing it? So our trades, our entry should be somewhere here. Our entry should be somewhere here. Do you understand? So to use 1:3 risk to reward ratio, our stop loss should be where the moving average is. Where the moving average is. So here, look at it very well. If we will enter here, should be our entry. Then here should be our stop loss. Look at it. The moving average should serve our stop loss. So here is 0.004. So times 3 of 0.004 should be 0.12 something. So our take profit should be somewhere here. This is 3 times of our stop loss. Do you understand? 0.12 something. Do you understand? So it is what a profitable trade. That is it. So that is how you make use of it. In terms of sell, look at here, the moving average, the candlesticks are below the moving average. So we're focusing on sell. So the same way, the same strategy on buying is same strategy we use while selling. Do you understand? So here it is overbought. Here it is what? Overbought. Look here, it is overbought here. It is overbought here. So at it is overbought here. So our entry should be somewhere here. Our entry should be somewhere here. So if our entry is there and we make use of moving average, we make use of moving average as our stop loss. Look at it. Here we make use of So here we make use of overbought. This is overbought here. So from here to this moving average is 0.00377. So times 3 of this, that is where our take profit should be. So times 3 of this should be 0.009. Do you understand? So we count it. Our take profit should be somewhere here. Look at it. Our take profit should be somewhere here, which is 0.009. Do you understand? So that is the 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Do you understand? So that is how, look here again. Watch here again. This is overbought here, and the candlestick is close to the moving average. So our entry, if we enter here, put our stop loss here. This is 0.002. So times 3 of this should be 0.006. Now we can see, look at it. Here is 0.006. So 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Do you understand? So this is enough profit. You can once you record 1:3:1 ratio, you can do what? Trade your stop loss to make what? Extra profit. So that is how to make use of this strategy. You can use it on any market at all. Do you understand? So this is Optimal FX, where profitable strategies are being shared. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, share the video so that others will benefit. Thank you.